What's good, everybody? It's your boy EMW Figure Shelf, and today we got in the crowdfunded by Mattel, the WWE Ultimate Edition New Generation Arena. This came to us from Mattel, and I appreciate them for doing this crowdfunder. I appreciate Mattel for sending this all out to all of us relatively in around the same week or so. This thing I was waiting literally all week for. I got my whole arena set up pretty much to review this and all that. So let's get right into it. Alright, so now we got this thing out of the box, and this is quite some big box. I can't believe the size of this thing. You see the big New Generation era logo, and you turn the box around. Just try not to mess up my vinyl mat here. As you can see, there's like a kind of like a opacity shot of Diesel and Doink in the arena, and you can see everything that was backed. You can see here is 5,000 backers right there for Diesel. Same thing right there to get Doink, and then same thing with the In Your House WrestleMania ring skirts, which excited me. So originally, I was actually not going to back this, quite honestly, and there was a lot of reasons why. It wasn't really the price tag of it. It was more of, because as you guys could see, my arena, for all those that follow my Instagram and all that stuff and watch DMW, let's see, you can see the entire arena. I really didn't need another stage. I also didn't need a ring, because I have a lot of rings. There's a lot of things that I thought about. Was like, as a collector, I'm not the biggest fan of the New Generation Arena personally, but it's a big part of the history of, obviously, WWF, WWE. And it's the novelty of having a crowdfunding object, which is really cool. The Macho Man, I will not lie, oh yeah, dig it. It was really what spoke to me and said, okay, this is going to be a very hard to find Macho Man, and I gotta get it. I will say, going from, right off the bat, it kind of stinks that I can't review Macho Man yet because they said he is shipping separately. However, I will, you hear it here first, gonna review him right off the bat as soon as he comes. And then this obviously is his own thing. But without any further ado, let's just crack the thing open. Enough talk, let's get right to it. Alright, now as you can see, we got the lid open on the package. First thing we got here, what would this be? Okay, first thing we got the steel steps and the legs for the actual New Generation stage here. Very curious to see the scale. Wow, this looks really cool. Yeah, okay, so batteries are not included. I know I am a little aware of that, so I gotta put some batteries in. I think they take 4 AA. I gotta see if I have any rechargeables, because I want to get some shelf life, and I personally would recommend for those that bought this arena, if you're gonna put batteries in, get some Energizer rechargeable batteries. They will definitely last you longer. You can get them with a charger, and you're good to go. I think they come in a 4-pack with a charger. You could get them in like some Walmarts would have them, but really Lowe's, Home Depot, you'll get the best bet. Here, maybe I could just set it right here. I know it's going to cover the actual Mattel stage, the early one, and yeah, all right. I mean, sorry guys, that's the best you're gonna get from me, because I am not taking out that giant stage that's behind it. So yeah, anytime I'm gonna use this thing, it's gonna be some smoke and mirrors type of stuff, because yeah, like I said, this thing is not all this not fun to move around. Not to mention, you can see right about here, Look at that. It looks good with the chandelier. Obviously, you gotta get lights in on the actual. We gotta get this stage actually lit up. But the scaling looks good. I think it's about maybe 16, 17 inches high, just looking at it. I have not measured it, obviously. But without any further ado, let's keep going. I think these are the framing for the ring, if I'm not mistaken. Try to open this. Putting these scissors nearby. Okay, there you go. Yep. The truss for the ring. Some of them. I think that's... Yeah. Do these click in together, or are they... I'm not sure. We'll look at the instructions, maybe. Even though I pride myself on never needing to use instructions. But, there we go. Okay. Big Diesel power. Big sexy. Kevin Nash. But, this is, you know, this is his time as Diesel. Very nice figure. Very good looking figure. As you can see, all the info in the back. Usually I would take these and I would review them all separately, but I'm honestly going to see where we go here with the rest of this review. I mean, obviously I want to give some time to talk about the ring and when the stage is actually lit up. There's Doink. I mean, again, Doink is one of those guys where he was like the definitive comedy guy in WWF at that time. A lot of people know who Doink was, and for a lot of the hardcore wrestling fans, this was kind of one of the eyesores of WWF, WWE back then, because wrestling was trying to go edgier. But you gotta give so much credit to Matt Bourne. He was one hell of a performer, one hell of a wrestler, and you know, I definitely loved Matt Bourne's work as Evil Doink. But you know, Mattel, they just knocked this one out of the park. It's like, even if you're not a big Doink fan, this is amazing to own for your collection. You know, definitely between the two, the more highlighted one, because Diesel's all black, while Doink is it's just the most colorful figure you could find. Okay, now ring posts with the pegs. I was curious if these posts were like a die-cast metal. I think they're a plastic. You know, definitely a darker paint, because I remember the posts were a little lighter than this when during that actual era. Okay, here's the ring canvas. This one's a lot lighter, which I'm happy about, because some of those authentic scale ones by Wicked Cool Toys, they were a little too dark. Definitely were a little too dark. But yeah. Okay, last package here. The accessories. Let's see. Okay, so we got the ring instructions. Not bad. Here is, yeah, more pegs. Wow. Okay. The ropes. Seen there. And here are more of the truss. I didn't see the package for the ring skirts. I don't know where that went going. Oh, and actually, I know some people have been using these. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. But it's really cool that they included them for the people that don't have the extreme sets backdrops. This is, you know, a nice little added bonus. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to see where the actual ring skirts went. I don't know if they're in the package with the actual thing. We'll see. Or is there another layer under this box here? Aha, there you go. Oh, okay, yeah, because this is a second one. Wow. That's right. I didn't realize there were two of these. But that's cool. Sorry for the reflection of the ring light. But, yeah, there's that. Move that along. And here's the actual packaging for the ring skirts. You get the ring skirts inside. We'll take a look at those in a little bit. And lastly, in this package, this is such a big box, I can't believe it. The wood boards. These are plastic for those that are wondering. They're just, yeah, they're like a plastic material, but they feel like embossed, engraved wood, which is really cool. You know, I mean, I really like this concept. I know some people are gonna feel like you're never gonna see this, but I feel like with enough creativity, and you could always do something, because they never really back then took the ring canvas off. I feel like that's more of a modern pro wrestling thing, but you know, you could always be a little imaginative, I guess. But without any further ado, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Let's start putting this thing together. Here we get a shot of the new generation stage on top of my existing stage, and this is beautiful. This has multiple settings, this Mattel stage. I know it may not be ideal to look at the stage behind the stage, but you know what, like I said, it's the best I could do, and plus that chandelier looks pretty damn nice right above the neon stage. Just a lot of vibrance here. So that does look really cool. Alright, and here's the ring all set up. Personally, I'm not a fan of this at all, this little tag here. This has like a little of an uneven bounce. I don't know if there's something I did. Obviously I did this without instructions, as you can see through the time lapse. I just really love how easy it was to assemble. The trickiest part was putting the actual mat on, but I love how clean this looks. This is easily the cleanest ring I looked, and I comparing it to the just envision. I don't have the space to put them side by side right now, but just looking at this ring, I love how much more space there is on the outside of the floor in my actual arena setup here. This looks much cleaner. You know, now going down, we're gonna show you now the rest of the skirts. Obviously, as you can see, I got In Your House on. I really always enjoyed the In Your House setup, and once I started watching wrestling when I was very young, I want to say around 5 years old. This was the precursor to the Attitude Era, but they were still doing In Your House, and I always really enjoyed that pay-per-view. But here are some of the other skirts. There's two of these, I believe. The W designs. This was like what you would see at like house shows, as well as Monday Night Raw, because they didn't have skirts back then that said Raw. And you know, here's more World Wrestling Entertainment. Obviously, we wish this would say WWF, World Wrestling Federation, but to which is, you know, to such is life, I guess. Now we see WrestleMania. There are 4 of these, and this material is a lot thicker. I don't know what type of material you would really consider this as, but a much thicker material. And they all have little bands here that connect onto the ring posts. But very nice ring. The steel steps here, and these are definitely forgotten pieces of the entire playset, or well, you know, arena. this really is the authentic scale ones, elite scale ones, whatever you want to call it. But they're a darker paint, so that's a big difference. But they definitely are reminiscent of the ones from the Wicked Cool Toys rings. But yeah, that's that for the ring. I mean, obviously I showed off the stage, and now here's Diesel. Here's Doink. Within the packaging, there's the back of the packaging, and you guys could pause that to read. Alright, now as we see the figures, there's Diesel, Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Accessories he comes with is an interchangeable screaming headstand. I'm very big on expressions. Take a good look there. Very big on screaming expressions on figures. And 2 closed fist hands. Obviously, one of them being the Diesel glove. And I really enjoy the softer vest material that Diesel comes with. But we get a look at the Diesel figure. And like I said before, not a lot of deco going on with the figure, but absolutely brand new mold, which is very cool. First time to have a Ultimate Diesel figure. Now when it comes to this Doink, as you can see, the this head here actually is the one that came with Doink. And what's cool about all these Doinks is the hair is interchangeable, much like the first Doink that we've gotten, the very first one with the Elite. I never did get that one from that Build-A-Figure set, the Doink that they made, but you know, this one's definitely a cool one for having the 3 different head scans. 2 closed fists, 2 of these hands, the you know, like the don't do it hand or whatever, or you know, just the open palm, where you could smack somebody or chop somebody, and then a gripping hand to grip like a weapon or something like that. And here's his other expression. And then, of course, the actual Doink figure. This is a soft goods jacket. Just incredible detail on that jacket. A mallet. The mallet's like a hard plastic. And then the actual reaction, the actual expression on the Doink is great. Like I said many a times before, love expressions on figures. Not really for the plain Jane faces. They're wrestling figures. They're meant to be expressive and looking like they're in combat, or gonna look like they, if they're a big guy, like they look like they're going to destroy you. Or if they're somebody like Doink, you want somebody like Doink to have the most silly faces imaginable. But all in all, man, very great detail. I cannot wait to get the Macho Man figure. Like I said, that was what made me bite the bullet on this set completely, and I absolutely cannot wait to review it. But all in all, man, I really love how this setup really came out. Great job on the part of Mattel. You guys really far exceeded a lot of expectations within this setup. Very excited to see what they're going to do next for crowdfunding. There's so much you guys can do. You know, it's not speaking objectively, because like as you can see, I really don't have the space for too many more rings, too many more stages and all that. But it would be cool for them to, you know, see what stages they can work with. And I would really want to see more of a brand new Hell in a Cell, because the Hell in a Cell I have is the old Jax one. Would be nice to see that updated. Would be nice to see maybe an elimination chamber in the bigger scale. So we'll see going forward what they can come up with. And as far as figures, there's so many that you actually can come up with, you know, for whatever you decide to do. But for the first one, this is the most toyetic looking display you're gonna get. I've always loved this stage. It's just I didn't like the booking of the New Generation era, but I loved aesthetically how it looks, and even as a kid, that's what kept me wanting to watch the Coliseum home videos of WWF Superstars or any pay-per-views that featured the neon stage, or and then obviously the ring is obviously always the most toyetic, but this is also the same color scheme that you could use for your 80s shots. You could do plenty of Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, $1 Million Man shots in here from that era. But obviously, the New Generation, this is where it's at as far as what it's really geared toward. This is the point where I would tell you where to pick this up and, recommend where to buy it. But unfortunately, since it is a crowdfunding project, just know that if you missed out, you unfortunately missed out. But let's see what happens going forward with the crowdfunding projects from Mattel. Regardless, this was the EMW Figure Shelf. I appreciate everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Comment, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace!